What they don't tell you about getting a mortgage in Ecuador. We're going to talk about this really difficult topic for some people about how to get a mortgage in any country. It must be a really tough one. But here in Ecuador, we have some special arrangements, some special things that you need to know. First, in Ecuador, there are a lot of ways to get a mortgage, but they differ a lot if you are from Ecuador or from my country. If you're an Ecuadorian, for you maybe it's easier because mortgages in Ecuador are meant to be for helping the families to get a house. Because in Ecuador, the housing deficit is really high. Maybe in your country it's different because in some developed countries, the housing market works in a different way. Maybe most of the family are applying for mortgages for used house. In Ecuador, most of the mortgages apply for new houses. This is because of the high deficit in housing in Ecuador. There are a lot of land that is still in developing process. So all of the mortgages are going to be centered in new houses or in these new developments. If you're an Ecuadorian and you're buying a new house, you can apply for Mi Primera Casa. This means my first house. And you're going to get the lowest interest rate that is from 4.58% annual. And the bank is going to give you 95% of how much the houses cost, and you're just going to have a 5% deposit. But if you're not from Ecuador and you want to apply for a mortgage, you need to know that you need to have more cash in hand. Why? This program only applies for Ecuadorians and you're not Ecuadorian. So you need to have at least 20% of the total budget of the house in cash for your first deposit. And the bank is going to give you this 80% mortgage. Right now, if you want to apply for a mortgage in Ecuador and you're not from Ecuador, I'm going to give you maybe the most precious tip that I learned in the real estate market. You need to know this. First of all, you need to make sure the bank knows that you have a regular income. How do you do this? If you are currently working in another country, you need to have all your bank states from your trust bank in your country, and you need to have this with what you use in your country for paying taxes, because this is the most important document that the bank can rely on that you are actually having an income. What's important for the bank? The bank needs to know that you can pay them back, because a mortgage is a loan. If you can pay them back and you can present the documents to rely this, the bank is going to give you the mortgage. You need to maybe be applying for your residency here in Ecuador, or you need to have already the residence, and you need to make sure that you can show the bank that you have this 20% for your first deposit of the house. Maybe if you are from another country but you have a friend, or if you have family in Ecuador, you can make more easy your access to a mortgage here, because this person can apply for the mortgage with your documents. So you are sending the documents prior your visit to Ecuador, and they're already presented these documents to the bank, and you just come to Ecuador to choose the house and you have a pre-approved mortgage.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Now you know what they don't tell you about mortgages, but if you're planning to buy a house in Ecuador, first you need to watch this video.